Anthem Rugby Carolina pulled off one of the biggest upsets of 2026 when they marched into California and stunned the Legion in round one. Fast forward to today and the stakes couldn't be any higher. California chasing a home semi-final while Anthem are fighting to keep their season alive. Hello and welcome to the American Legion Memorial Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina for the penultimate weekend of the Major League Rugby regular season. I'm former US 7th International Dallin Stanford. Alongside me, former US Eagle Mike Petrie. We've got another coat hanger in store for you this afternoon. Peaches, let's dive into the lineups, my friend.
Only one change in the engine room for Anthem. Last week's only Team of the Week selection, Alakan, moves up to open side flanker. That makes room for Godfrey to add power from the base at number 8. No changes in the back line that features some big USA national team stars like Carty and former number 1 draft pick Mooneyham, while Roberts has played his way into the USA player pool for the upcoming tests this coming summer. 2 changes in the forwards for California. The versatile Scott shifts across the front row to tight head, and Muti is back in the starting lineup to take his place at loosehead. Finally, Thawa will start in the 7 jersey. 2 more changes in the back line as Chan replaces Vice Captain Meeks in the midfield at 12, and the dynamic rookie Tracy starts at right wing.
Chicago topped the league standings, and for California, well, they're just 3 points ahead of Seattle, who face New England later today. For Anthem, you can see them in 6th position. They need back-to-back wins to see if they can get into those top 4 spots. Here's a look at the permutations. You'll need to get your calculators out. There'll be some number crunching here, but either way, it's a must-win for Anthem. And for California, they have a few ways through. It's as tight as a jam jar in Season 9 of Major League Rugby. Here come teams right now, and a 50th Major League Rugby appearance for Sam Goller leads out Anthem. The Rising Stars of America up next against
we wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
This broadcast is brought to you by CTMS. CTMS Travel, the official travel partner of Major League Rugby. Stop managing travel, start moving. Our referee is Peter Pender, who'll have the whistle for this one. Luke Rogan, Emma Gallagher are assistant referees, and our in-stadium review official is James Roberts, known as Kiwi. We have law analyst Lex Weiner on the broadcast as well. 77 degrees, perfect conditions for some running rugby at this wonderful multi-sport venue. Fan Appreciation Day as well here at the American Legion Memorial Stadium. And in their familiar blues, it's the home side, Anthem Rugby. getting ready to rumble. And the California Legion in red. They sported black, all black last week. And today they're in their red strip, ready to go. Peachy, it's going to get tasty.
This should be good. You mentioned it at the top of the show, how important this game is for both of these sides. Anthem, they had a big stormer in week 1, but California has been really the one with the hot streak coming into this weekend, and they're going to want to get them back for that opening loss in that first week.
Points machine. Kobe Mill in the number 10 jersey for California Legion, a side that are 4-4 so far, second on the standings out of Hermosa Beach in California. We're playing all over the region, and the 2-6 so far on the standings. Here we go, rugby sensations. Will it be Anthem Rugby Carolina or California that leave with valuable competition points? You're watching week 10 of Major League Rugby. Anthem with the first touch, and they put it to the boot to take play downfield.
Set early.
It's a nice clearance kick from Anthem that time, and a great mark in between that 40 and 50 meter line. But it keeps California in the attacking end of the field, so they'll be able to launch their first starter move of the game.
Williams with a nice take, throw from Sugars in midfield, now looking to attack. California with an early carry. Short runners coming. The captain, Jason Dahm, started rugby in high school, going strong now in the professional game. Now to the right-hand side. Help there from Steph Crump, the 22-year-old. Big shots coming in here. Whistle sounds, high shot. First penalty to the visiting team.
3.
And you can see Mon putting his hand up there saying that one's on me. Just an early penalty around midfield is not what Anthem wants to do. Give California an opportunity to just knock this one downfield. They do exactly that, and they'll park up just about 10 meters shy of that Anthem try line. So a big opening start for this California side, who's controlled territory and possession in the opening minute of play and are just knocking on the doorstep of that Anthem goal line right now.
Cyril Tharma in the number 7 jumper. First start for the Legion. He looks in the scrum off position. Jason Dahm jumps up, but
there was a lift by Blue. Not straight.
So not straight.
And if you're California, you've got to be frustrated with that result. But great work with Anthem to go up and compete at the lineout. Most teams will stay down in that situation, but they go up and they force the skewed throw.
Sam Golla, 50th MLR appearance. MLR Rookie of the Year in 2023, going strong. Yeah, 8 caps for the US Eagles as well. It's an amazing story. Sam Golla was a spectator at the Rugby State Championship many years ago, fell in love with the sport, and here he is playing on the big screen.
And I remember when Golla was getting drafted and covering that draft a couple of years ago and talking to some of his former coaches and said, this guy is the real deal. He's going to be the future of rugby in our country. He'll be around for a very long time.
His team with a defensive scrum inside their 22. Scrum feed from Keane. Big shove from California. And they have their second penalty. Lance Williams punches the air. It's a quick tap. Legion get on with it straight away, looking for their first try. They're there. California Legion slice and dice and get the opening 5.
And a huge opening statement from the California Legion, scoring right between the uprights, less than 3 minutes into the game. 2 penalties against Anthem helped them in this cause, but a huge blistering run right through the heart of the midfield defense. They get the scrum penalty. Nobody's awake. Bertrano, though, you cannot sleep on him ever. When he's in the game, he's always looking for quick taps. He pushes the tempo, he pushes the pace, and that's exactly what he does. And he pushes Anthem underneath their goalposts.
Nick Chan, the try scorer, the extra 2 added for a mill. It's 7-0. Nick Chan actually picked up injury in round 1 against this very team, Rugby Anthem Carolina, and he has scored now in his return. He's healthy and ready to go. Chatted to head coach Stephen Hoyles earlier this week, said he's excited for this number 12 being back in the side.
He is. I mean, look, that 12 jersey has been in the hands of Billy Meeks, their vice captain, for so long. He's been a household name in the MLR for quite some time. You know, former back of the year in this league. He's so dynamic and so electric. But Chan putting his hand up here and saying he deserves a shot at that 12 jersey as they look into that playoff picture.
Perfect start so far for the visiting side. Assistant coaches Dave Clancy and Dave Dennis as well. Dennis playing in this Major League Rugby competition. Clancy coached all around the different sides as well. Kick downfield. 26-year-old from New Zealand. Hasn't found touch. The US Eagle Luke Hardy throws it back in field. Here's Trainer with a nice dummy. Jordan Trainer, one of the vice captains of the side.
Legs up.
And the
Bring
home
him down
team
safely.
now finally draw a penalty themselves.
And you can see now California just giving an opportunity back to Anthem there with this penalty inside their own end. So Anthem, Carty's going to hopefully put them inside the 22. And so you get a look at the mark here. So just inside the 22. Not a bad mark. Good kick that time from Carty. But frustrating stuff from California, who have now gifted field position to Anthem just after scoring just
Not
moments
both of you,
ago.
lads. I gave you a mark. Step back. Keep your mark.
Campbell
Keep-
Robb.
Step back.
5 tries so far in Major League Rugby.
Back.
Dropped to 2nd overall in 2025.
Guys, come on. Bring that gap in. All of you.
Played at Central Washington University, did Campbell Robb. He throws here to get Anthem on attack. He goes over the top, so not a good start. And now it's picked up and penalty to
Slips over the
California.
shoulder,
Ben
penalty
Sugars.
only.
A lot of penalties very early in this game. They've traded about 2 each. We're only 5 minutes into the game. And Anthem there that time throwing away an opportunity. That is not an area of the field where you want to be giving away penalties like that. And then Milne misses touch. So lots of mistakes early so far down.
That's right. Great little footwork there from Stort. He puts one over the top, driving back California into their 22. They decide to run out. Here come the men from the Golden State. Nice little jump and a hop step. Gonzalo Bertrano is there, the experienced international player. Good hands from Milne, looking to take them on the outside now. Houston gets it away. Williams with a good offload. California now players ahead of the ball carrier, putting over the top. They're going to wait for it to chase up. And the mark is called from the experienced Jordan Trainer.
What an opening attack from California, and that's what they can do. They are not afraid to put the pedal to the metal from deep in their own end. They go into multiple layers of attack. They swing it into the 3rd layer. They outflank Anthem on that far corner. And had they just gone to hands there, Bertrano was offside, but had they gone to hands, that could have been a try going California's way. But as you mentioned, he was in front of the ball.
Yeah, amazing to see the runners. And PG, you played international scrum off as well. See Kobe Mill on the point. So what a point scoring machine. Choosing that line to support is always vital. And you can cross cover and be at the right time at the right place. Here come California now. They lead 7-0. Approaching the 7-minute mark in this game. Sugars this time goes to the top as well. So both lineouts having an issue. Anthem with possession here. Ball from Keane, the scrum off. There's Gol on his 50th appearance in Major League Rugby. Baden Godfrey goes behind his back. Carty moves it to the right-hand side. Good carry there from Tom Pittman, the capped US international. Carty loops again. Roberts with a beautiful fight. Here's Trainer in a little bit of space. He's into the 22 for Anthem. Their turn to bring the phases as well.
Release now.
Well supported and laid back here for the home side. A short line into the traffic again. Comes Pittman, a 27-year-old out of Bath in the United Kingdom. Keane goes to the left-hand side. Dollars there with the headgear. And the other co-captain is Johan Momsen. Now the backs again with Roberts range on the outside. A wide ball. Not a lot of room to operate, but they keep it alive. Cole Keane looking for the forwards. Manitonga Weir is there, gets it away. It's a cross kick from Carty. It's a beautiful kick. And just bounces a bit high there for McCain Alakan. That will come back.
Love that risk there from Carty for that cross-field kick. They spin it wide into that far channel, and then he hoofs one over the top. And that's just one of the many tools that Luke Carty has in his tool belt. He had advantage, so we're coming back for what appears to be a high tackle right in front of the post. Easy kick here for Carty. Should be a chip shot if they opt to go for it, but we said it earlier at the top of the show, Anthem needs to win, and they need to get some points out of this game, so they're going to go to the corner.
That's right. If you want to join the conversation on ESPN Plus, use hashtag MLR2026 and be part of the action, be featured. Send us any questions, comments. We'll have a trivia poll for you as well in a moment. But of course, we love to hear from our fans, and here come Anthem now. They're going to get their fans in the game. Goller with a nice take. They peel around. They must score here. Anthem Rugby Carolina reaching for the line. Have they got it down? It is held up, says referee Peter Pender.
Emma, do you have anything different? Goal line.
Wow, I think California was a little lucky that time. That looked like the seas had parted in front of Anthem right on the side of this mall. And instead, they shifted into the outside channel, and they cannot get that ball to ground. So great work in the outside. Bertrano's at the bottom of that pile up there, holding that ball up. But I thought for sure that the player that broke off the back of that maul was going to score, and he instead shifted it to the outside.
So did I. Here's Baden Godfrey now out of St. Edmunds College in Australia. Good carry from the number 8. Scored 2 tries so far for his side. Carty now attacks, engages with a nice wide pass. Trainer looking to loop up with Roberts there. Julian Roberts, the outside centre. The Life University Running Eagles loses possession. So California will be able to kick this one downtown again. Milne with the boot, looking for the touchline. Rolling towards it. Oh, what a one-handed pickup. Carty's done this before earlier this season. He's got the magic skills. As Mooneyham puts this one downfield as well. Scored 2 tries when they met earlier in round 1 on his birthday as well, with his family watching. And that happened in Southern California. Big step this from Joe Mano. He's a live wider. Such a try-scoring machine. 4th in MLR for tries scored. There's 44 behind Dylan Fawcett, Ricky Hutting, and Balakana. Big Paula Balakana. Legion putting the faces together now themselves. It's Big Ben Houston, former Randwick captain here. Loses a trainer. Picks it up on the other side for Anthem. Carty rips it wide. Thought about a kick and decided to keep it in hand. The home team now. Here's Mooneyham again, a bit of space. Rob is there on his shoulder. That's Campbell Rob, the 23-year-old, out of Morrinsville, New Zealand. Goller behind the back pass. It's another short line. Flying into the contact is Alessandro Heaney, doing well for the home team. Anthem with Carty and Roberts linking up. Beautiful hands on the far side. Looking to cut back in. Tongalia. 111 matches in Major League Rugby. Momsen, can he get over? The big man mounted. Stopped in his tracks. Heaney carries again. Goller's on his shoulder. The rising stars of the United States pick and drive around the fringes. Wanting to score next. And a pickup again from California. They've done that a couple of times, but they've given away a penalty inside the 22.
And that'll happen when you're under pressure. Great work from Anthem to retain possession, take them through the phases, stretch the defense. Really, they've gone side to side and showed some great skills throughout that passage of play. They get another penalty right in front of the post this time, actually just to the side of it. And they may be taking a set piece here. They may go for the scrum option. It looks like they're all staying around in that mark spot as Momsen gets some treatment. But another look at it here. So there's that turnover that sparks a lot of this for Anthem. The ball gets coughed up, and here they go into that outside channel, out that back of the ball carrier. And there it is. Good break to the outside, and this is what puts California under pressure. They scramble well. They almost drive them out of bounds, but they do not in that situation. So California there backpedaling and gives away a penalty.
Johan Momsen, what a player he has been for this side. His family's watching in South Africa and in Georgia as well. 80% tackle success rate. So many dominant tackles as well. One of the co-captains of the side out of Paarl, South Africa. Massive scrum in the early part of this game for Anthem Rugby Carolina. You mentioned that match they won 39-26 against the Legion. It was a long time ago. Carl Keane moves it to left-hand side. Roberts has got some fancy footwork, looking for the line himself. Julian Roberts within a meter. Momsen arrives at the breakdown. California look to pinch this one. Bertrano's in there as well for the men in red. And they get the defensive penalty. Well played from California Legion.
Well played is right. A great defensive stand, and off they go. Look at this, from their own goal line down.
Joe Mano on the outside. He looked to offload to the left-hand side. Bertrano. Milne thought about a little kick. A couple of steps as well. He's upended. California, as we mentioned, not shy to go 100 meters from coast to coast. That's the big frame of Make Muti, 28-year-old from Hawaii, but the ball has been spilt.
And to their own demise, ultimately. They should have just been a little patient there, I think. I mean, look, I love watching California throw the ball around. I love watching them push tempo. But when you just play defense for the number of phases and the amount of time that you have done, and you make a great defensive play like this is a great opportunity to just reset your engines. I mean, the space is there for sure. Take a look. Bertrand takes a glance, sees it, and there's tons of green space on the outside. And when you got a player out there like Mono who can really make things happen, you want to put the ball in his hands for sure. But ultimately, like I said, I mean, you're just battling fatigue at that point. You've been making tackle after tackle, and then eventually they make a handling error off that phase that followed.
Well, now it presents another attacking opportunity here for Anthem Rugby.
Coming from the side, stay nice and square. Hold you accountable to stay square, please. Stay correct. Just keep your weight. That's what I'm after. Sorry. Don't come.
Here's the California jerseys that they've got playing right now. But rugby fans, California Legion are giving away one of their Legion blackout game jerseys they wore last week, a specialty jersey won in Sacramento. One lucky fan during today's broadcast will win it. All you got to do, go on X, use the hashtag MLR2026 and the hashtag 2026 Legion Black Jersey. Tell us why you should win. And they will send you a jersey. The winner will be drawn during the game as well. So what a great prize that is. I'm going to try enter as well, but I've got to call this game first. So here we go. Anthem Rugby now with Carty looking to rip it wide. Mooneyham cut down. That's a very good tackle from the try scorer Chan.
It's good.
And another pinch. That's the third time in this game that California Legion able to rip possession away from Anthem.
Outside.
And their flav, Kobe
Outside
Milne,
now.
the 26-year-old, puts this one down towards Jordan Traynor. It rolls into the 22. So the home side, inside their 22. They trail by 7 after 15 minutes gone. And they hit a line out.
Booming return kick from Anthem. Look at that. From the 22 over the opposite 10. But California, how about the number of turnovers that they have caused in their end of the field? But really, they haven't been able to get out of their own half. They've lost the kick exchanges. They've turned the ball over when they tried to quick tap. I mean, they've been under a lot of pressure and played a lot of rugby in this half for the past 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, we've seen some very close games yesterday. An absolute thriller. Chicago came from behind to beat Old Glory DC 33-32 in an absolute cliffhanger. And right now it's California. Thought about a kick again, was Milne coming back against the grain to the forward, throws a couple of great dummies, and now he sets a contact point here for the Legion to attack with. It's their captain, Jason Dahm, 15 caps for the US Eagles. And his little one, his son, who was born last year, watching on as well. Carty with a nice take, not a lot of pressure on Luke Carty. He finally gets cut down. 27 times he's capped for his country. Heaney goes to the deck, the 23-year-old out of Cork in Ireland.
Use it!
Attended Wellington College in the UK. Same as Madison Hughes, the Eagle legend, the Olympian. He'll be watching this broadcast as Mooneyham chases down here. California leap up and catch this brilliantly. The Legion again with a little space to operate on the right-hand side. It's Ronan Murphy.
Hold it down, side.
Started at 8 against Chicago, now finds himself in the lock position. Wide attack here on the outside channels. Big contact point there from Lance Williams, the flying Hawaiian, and a little pick and drive from fullback Steph Crimp. Looking to up the tempo here for the visiting side, Bertrand. And in midfield, another big shot comes in from Anthem Rugby. Sugars over the top of this one. Bertrand, 68 caps for Argentina over the years. This is nice width on attack from California. They get again to the halfway line. Jason Dahm again. He carries with Murphy with him. Looking for a line break. It's been hard to come by so far in this game. Big shot on Michael Scott, the former regional manager at Dundon Mifflin, now a professional rugby player. Almost a good ball on the inside to Nick Chan. Decided to keep it. That's Cyril Tharma again. Carries hard as the 25-year-old, former USA under 20 and under 23. Wide ball for Joe Mano. Bounces up his left. Takes on Tongawea. Mano, 30 years young. 5 tries for the Legion in the last 5 matches. They'll need his skills to get up there soon. Nearly 20 minutes played in this game. Just that lone try in minute 2 from centre Nick Chan. Scott carries hard again.
Never on the ball.
Man, it drives it past the Sebring. Girlfriend
Boys on the
Hotlacks,
ball, never on the ball.
supporting from Scranton, Pennsylvania as well.
Thank you.
Houston involved. Here's Bertrand trying to get a little gap. Closes very quickly. But the arm comes up, and that'll put them downfield with the Legion. Oh, and then a little talk back as well. An extra 10 meters.
First tackle, it's on the ground.
California, I have to be honest, I am very surprised that throughout that entire sequence, they didn't drop into the pocket and try to kick that ball upfield. I mean, it blows my mind sometimes. I've watched them score some of the most fantastic long-range tries. I really have. But I have also seen them suffer because they have just played far too much rugby in their own end. And that time it just shows exactly the intent of this team. They want to play with ball in hand. They want to spin it wide into the outside channels. They want to play exciting rugby. And I'll tell you what, it's probably fun to be out there playing that, though. I have to be honest. When you watch it, it's like you question it from a strategy standpoint. From a player standpoint, it must be so much fun.
Yeah, they had a big win last week against Oglora DC, 42 points to 10. Corbin Smith got a couple of tries. Sugars is on song this time. Thama with a planned move. Ben Sugars fires it into the 22. Alakan tries to pinch this one. Bertrand moves it to the right-hand side. Now the forwards go to work. The Legion looking for their second try in this game. It's on here in the corner. They're flying away and slides in. Lance Williams gets their second try. And California are back on the board.
And I absolutely love what California just did. They have gone side to side across the field. They have stretched the width on this Anthem team, and then they change the point of attack off a scripted set-piece strike move. I love it. They go off the line out. They go one phase to the middle of the field. It's a 21 pattern. You even see Bertrand all pointing around the corner, and then he finds Chan to the outside, and guess who's hanging out on that wing? Lance Williams, and he dots down in the corner. Love it. A simple 21 pattern, and it pays off for California.
30 seconds.
Lance Williams, a 90th MLR match for him. He's always smiling, and why not with a great score? 21 tries to his name in Major League Rugby, formerly with the Utah Warriors for 7 years. Now, of course, at home in California. Sideline conversion attempt from Kobe Milne. Top point scorer in the Shoot Shield in 2024 and 2025. He's the Legion's top point scorer this year. Curls it in superbly. The flags go up. 20 minutes gone.
We're going to go.
California leading 14 points to nothing. And it's time for a quick hydration break. We'll be right back from the American Legion Memorial Stadium in North Carolina. It's 14-0. Legion lead. Anthem.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Our first hydration break was brought to you by Recover 180, the organic sports hydration drink built for today's athletes. And speaking of today's athletes, wow, Lance Williams, what an athlete he has been over the years. He adds a second score for California, now up 2 converted tries to nothing.
Did you know that Lance Williams, that guy right there, worked at a preschool?
I did.
You know that?
Exactly. You know how scared the kids must have been of him?
How good is that, though? I mean, look at that. Imagine, like, a 4-year-old probably doesn't know any better, but you're sitting there 4 years old, you're like, that's a big human. Like, that's a really big human.
Come on.
And one of the nicest humans you'll ever find as well.
I agree, 100% agreed.
Lucati gets us going again. Halfway through the first half. It's almost knocked forward. Almost looked like Williams had taken that one. We play on. A chance to attack with Chan, looking to go wide. And there's Ben Houston now. 3 brothers and a father played rugby as well. His dad got him playing at 3.5 years of age.
Play on.
Penalty and a quick tap from Bertrand. finds support. California looking to whip it wide. Here's Lance Williams again, lurking in the wide channels. Sevens player of note as well. Joe Mano carries hard. Played for the American Samoa Sevens team, Talavalo as well. Capped for the US in 15s. Scored 4 tries in just 2 outings. Ball is on the ground there. It's almost available there for Ben Sugars. Stays the way of Anthem, and they get a penalty this time. Golla fighting hard on the ground.
A bit of a mess that time, but California ultimately penalized with Muti just lying on the ground. The ball's sitting there next to him. It is so difficult, Dallin. You have to be on your feet to be involved and play this game. But that time, Muti's just lying there. The ball's sitting next to him. It's hard to resist, not just grabbing it.
And now we're here. He is clearly on the ground and playing ball. No more penalties in this half.
The number of times I've seen California's captain, Jason Dahm, been spoken to about the number of penalties that his team has committed in the games that I've called for the California Legion is far too many. Far, far too many, Dallin. That's something's has got to be given there for California. You got to know when to keep your discipline.
Yeah, absolutely great point. So here we go. Campbell Robb to throw here. To the tail of the line of Golla, beautiful ball. Godfrey, Baden Godfrey still going, I believe it! Baden Godfrey is gorgeous to watch. And Anthem Rugby Carolina, go bang!
And that's all they needed to wake up their fans and wake up their team. A nice little line-out throw to the back, a peel around from your number 8, running hard, running straight, and making defenders miss. Check it out. He's sitting there at the halfback spot, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 California Legion red jerseys just flailing off of him. Outstanding run that time from Godfrey.
Conversion successful from Cardi. It's 14 points to 7. Baden Godfrey had a couple of player awards while with the Viking RFC. He's been involved in the Australian Sevens program and under 20 program. He gets possession. He is fun to watch.
Here he is again. Nothing fancy about this. Just north to south, making people miss. California just grabbing that air there that time. And then Cardi adds the extras.
Anthem to receive inside their 22. Clearance kick from Carl Keane.
Onside.
Attended St. Mary's College of California, playing rugby with the Gales. It's a nice kick from the scrum off.
That's a phenomenal clearance kick, and you could see the tactic from California there. A big running start from Bertrano around midfield. They put that ball right in the center to try to make it a difficult clearance kick. Bertrano going to put some pressure on it, but cool as a cucumber, Anthem clears it over the 50.
California side coached by Stephen Hoyles, former Australian international.
Access good.
Won the MLR with the Guiltinis in 2021. Now representing all of California. Another hard charging run from the inside centre, Nick Chan. Played with the Randwick Rugby Club, won the Shute Shield in 2023. A handful of these players have experience in Australia. Crossfield kick. Legion looking to challenge this one. Oh, what a beautiful take. That's stunning work.
Yeah, high tackle.
By the right wing, that's Oscar Treacy, the 23-year-old out of Connecticut. Superb to see him starting in Major League Rugby. Here's Captain Jason Dahm. 4 years at Clemson University playing rugby there.
Timing. Come on.
Oh, beautiful delayed pass. What a step this is. Cole Semu in open space. What a line break. Another strong fend. I don't believe it again. Legion score through Cole Semu. This man's on fire.
Wow, what a run by Semu. But I'll tell you what, if nothing else, I hope that California sees what good things can happen when you put the ball in the air from your own end and you put a kick up. I mean, this is where it starts. We talked about they run from everywhere, but here they go. They put the kick up, and then look at this take. That is absolutely phenomenal. And then here it is. Great support line that time from Semu. Look, he's got Bertrano to his outside. He's got Houston there, but fends off a defender, says, sit down, please. And then off he goes to the races. What a try from California. That is exciting stuff, and that's the brand of rugby they're trying to play.
Conversion successful as well. 21 points to 7. Cole Semu out of Chuckanort Bay, Washington State Loggers, Utah Warriors and USA under 20. Wow, picked in the 2024 MLR Collegiate Draft. This young star can ball.
He certainly can. That was a veteran line that he just took, and then looks to the outside, a little pump fake, a little fend, and then off he goes, not to be caught, and then all smiles between the uprights.
Played rugby at Brigham Young University. He also helped coach that side for a little bit. He's put his team up 21-7, 26 minutes gone. Mooneyham almost brilliant in the air. Joe Mano throws it to the right-hand side. It's a bounce ball still there for California to play with. Almost a little half gap, and here it comes up the middle. Another line break. This is Michael Scott in open field. He shifts it away. Bertrand beats a couple. A beautiful switch to Jason Dom. California cutting loose into the 22. The men in red continue to swarm around possession. Williams goes over the top. It's a big pass, and it's the right wing. Oscar Treacy getting close in the 22. The Murphinator, Ronan Murphy. Within 3 meters. It's backwards we play on for California, and the arm comes up. A penalty, 5 out. A yellow card for Anthem Rugby Carolina has them down to 14.
And that yellow card was inevitable. I mean, literally, California just busted the floodgates open that time and just ran riot upfield. Anthem had to do something to stop it. And that time, Alec Khan is the one guilty of the infringement, and our referee with no choice but to give a yellow card in that situation. So outstanding work that time from California.
Yep. You just make sure on the side.
The attacking scrum for California Legion. Anthem have been the best scrummaging side in Major League Rugby in 2026.
5, 6.
Bertrand feeds. The man from Mendoza, Argentina. Scrum advantage, penalty. Quick hands for California. They know they have a free play. It's still on here. Bertrand puts the kick over the top. Oh, it bounces perfectly. What a score. They're in again. Steph Crump puts this one down. And California produced the glitz and the glamour.
That was just ridiculous, Dallin. And that, I've said this every time I have called California games. They thrive when the ball is loose, and that's exactly what happens here. They get the advantage, big scrum up front, and look at this. The ball goes totally rampant here. And then look, Bertrand finds a little seam and then just puts up almost a Hail Mary type kick over the top of that line because he knew he had the advantage. But such a good heads-up play from Bertrand, and then a great finish that time from Crimp. I mean, California, when that game starts to get loose, they look as good as anyone.
Alakan can only watch from the side, and Steph Crump gets in, the former USA under-20 player. His mom's American, his father is Welsh, so qualifies for both sides, the 22-year-old. Approaching the half-an-hour mark in this game. It's a bonus point for California for scoring 4 tries already. Milne will push this one to the right, but they're up 26 points to 7 in this contest so far. We spoke to Hoyle's head coach of California Legion. He said a home semi-final is the goal of the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. I mean, a home situation in any game is ideal, right? You don't have to get on an airplane. You don't have to travel a day early. You get to stay home, have a home-cooked meal, maybe a team meal the night before a game in your team headquarters, whatever that looks like. You know, Dallin, as well as I do, that means the world to some of these players to be able to be home and play in front of your home crowd as well.
No, it does. What's a home-cooked meal at the Petrie household look like?
Oh, Dallin, these days or back then? It depends. Food has been changing over the years, but back then, a nice pasta meal, Dallin. Really good pasta meal that my wife cooks really, really well. I miss those days, Dallin.
I'll see you at 7:30 tonight. Kick downfield for California. It's still in the field of play. Cardi well positioned again. Here's Trainer alongside him. The fullback looking to attack. Gets around Houston, comes back to make a good tackle. Keeps it alive to Tonga-Wea, the 31-year-old out of Oakland, California. A record 103 games for Nola Gold. Still going strong here for Anthem. Big shot on Alex Morn, the vice-captain. Capped US Eagle. Cardi behind the back ball. It's a dummy from Trainer. Mooneyham can't hold on to that one. Looking dangerous, though. Anthem Rugby Carolina.
They were able to get their hands free through that Out the back offload to the oncoming ball carrier, or sorry, the oncoming support player. Just couldn't hang on to it. And so Anthem really at this point just trying to throw everything they can at this California side. As you get a look there at Momsen getting some treatment.
Time off.
And hopefully he's all right, because he's a really important piece of this Anthem puzzle.
Yep, so I'm happy with you that last scrum. Okay, once you're forward, you've beaten it, and he's lost his fine. You had the advantage of the penalty. No water. This isn't happening now. We good? Let's play.
So our law analyst is with us, Lex Weiner. Lex, I want to bring you in. We just want to talk a bit about a mindset of the referee, particularly when a team's under pressure that leads to a yellow card.
Well, in that situation, as I believe you and Mike said, there was a clear line break opportunity, putting the Anthem defense clearly under pressure in that situation, and Malachi had to slow the ball down cynically, and that's why we got a yellow card from Pete there.
No, awesome, Lex. Great to have you on the call with us, my friend. As California lead 26-7. Look to close out this first half. One game to come later today, Sunday Night Rugby, as the scrum goes down.
Listen, referees want the game to be exciting like anyone else, right? They're ultimately, they love the game just as much as we do. They're fans of it. And when they see California make big line breaks like that, they want to see continuous rugby. And if all of a sudden someone from the defensive side stops it in its tracks illegally, well, you're going to go have a seat just like he is.
Well said indeed, Mike Petrie, former US Eagle. We got Seattle taking on New England later tonight for the Coffee Cup at Starfire Stadium. Yesterday we witnessed Chicago win 33-32 against Old Glory DC in Fairfax, Virginia. 2 bonus points though for Old Glory DC as well. So vital as these teams work to the top 4 spots. Semi-finals happening. Chicago will host one of them Monday night, June 15. Final happening at SeaKick Stadium as well in Chicago in June 21. Birchenow with California. Milne drives back Anthem into the 22. This is Connor Mooneyham, the US Eagle. He's 50th start today. His trainer tries to bang this one towards the touchline. He was inside the 22, so it's a lovely kick.
Did you get touched, mate?
One thing we've seen down out of this backfield for Anthem is some fantastic clearance kicks that have pushed California back into their own end. I mean, I say this all the time. Not that I was a clearance kicker in my day, but when you're box kicking from 9 and you're trying to clear your lines, your goal is always between the 40 and the 50. That's a pretty good outcome. Anything beyond that is just bonus territory, and so Anthem has done a fantastic job of putting it well into California's end.
It's a beautiful strike. This one goes to the top of the chance here for Anthem into the 22. Brilliant skills to judge that overthrow in the line out. Goller gets missed. Momsen shifts it to the right-hand side. It's Godfrey again, the lone try scorer for the home side. Tongawea, Santa Barbara Rugby Academy product and Life West player in years gone by. Pittman, beautiful. Roberts back at the inside. Here we go. Anthem looking for their second score. 4 meters out. They shift it to the left-hand side. Numbers ready to burn. And their forwards pick and drive. Goller is there with Alex Morn. In his 50th appearance, he gets within a meter to Sam Goller, the Colorado native. Momsen's on the left-hand side if they need him. And that one has been spilt. Anthem, so exciting. Julian Roberts with a beautiful break and offload.
And just frustrating stuff for Anthem. I mean, that expression there just says it all, unfortunately, for Mon, who's getting up a little bit slow, but ball goes over the top. Great take to start this onslaught from Anthem. And then here's the other end of it. Very organized, good patience, but ineffective ultimately, because on this final carry, here it goes. We're going to get a good look at it here from our camera crew, up close and personal, and our referee with a front row seat as well. And then there's that handling error from Anthem. So frustrating stuff for them.
Yeah, you can join the conversation. James Dealey says, and I messed off for Anthem Rugby, who are pretty much playing for their season. That's right. James Dealey, 100%. They need to win to keep their hopes alive, and next week as well. We spoke to the head coach, Kuka Cavalieri, and he said one of the keys is to minimize the errors and minimize the penalties, and that's a tough ask.
Yeah, and they haven't really been doing a great job of that so far. I mean, they've been their own worst enemy a little bit. They turned the ball over a lot in this area of the field, because the reality is they've had a lot of territory, a lot of possession throughout this first half. but they have not been able to convert it into points. We've seen California steal the ball at breakdowns. We've seen there's a handling error just here. We've seen a number of opportunities that Anthem Rugby has had that have not come to fruition.
Yeah, there's the head coach of California, Stephen Hoyles, former New South Wales Waratah as well, Coach Randwick in the shoot shield. His wife and 4 kids watching here as well. Great to chat to him early in the week as well. Said he was happy with last week, how they finished the first half. They've been more consistent in that game. He wants to continue that form.
If you're going to fight through headspace, we're going to stand up.
He seems to be doing that so far as well.
Mark here. Let's go, Les.
California, I also want to mention the Legion Community Foundation, a non-profit that strives to give back and promote the game with young kids, particularly in schools programs. I know you do a lot of that here, Mike Petcher yourself, but Marcel Brachy and Dave Clancy lead the charge there for the Legion Community Foundation.
Yeah, it's outstanding stuff that they do. You know, they're at practice most of the week, but when they're not, it's great to see them giving back to rugby within their own local community.
We never know when the next star is going to come from. A pick from Houston goes to the right-hand side. Oh, huge collision. Ball in the infield. Here's Lance Williams again. They're flying a wine. Keeps it alive. Birchenow with a beautiful catch. Unleashing on the outside. A big kick downfield as California chase. And this one rolls out. It was Steph Crump that put it downtown.
But again, California with their backs against their own goal line, just 5 meters out. And I mean, they end up just outside the opposite 22. And take a look, just good, hard, direct running. Outside step, brushes off the first defender. Here's another one, and then that offload literally just tosses it up. I mean, that had absolutely no intended target. That was trusting that someone in a red jersey was going to grab this ball. That's exactly what happened. And Birchenow, who seems to be everywhere, jumps on it.
Well, Lance Williams has played a lot of 7s in his day. He knows how to keep it alive. Went to University of Hawaii in his earlier days. California. 4-4 so far this season. As we said, second on the standings. Birchenow decides to stab it through. Chasers are there. Ben Houston comes after this one. Cardi picks it up. Not a lot he can do with that one. So he absorbs a big shot from Ben Sugars. Here's Moni Tongawiya.
Use it, 9.
Credits Ryan Burke from the Oakland War Dogs Rugby Academy for guiding him in his early rugby career. Nice take from Milne. Fires an early ball to Birchenow, and he goes right over the top. Here we go. Crump again. Puts another kick over the top. The chaser there as well. This could sit nicely for California. And a nice football skills as the US gets ready to host the Soccer World Cup. And that was Luke Cardi with a boot.
Good hustle across the field from Cardi. He had 2 California Legion players honing in on him. That is just more class stuff from California.
Here we go. James says, yeah, Will Hurley at the pick and whistle. Ben Holden, I often have my local barkeeper swap to a rugby game. You've got to do that. Use the hashtag MLR2026 to keep chatting to us on the socials here. California, 4 tries so far in the game so far. The captain, Dom, an early sack here from Anthem Rugby to bring down that line-out ball. So it's visiting side from the Golden State.
Available here.
Keep possession alive. Thama. Taken down from Tongawiya. Birchenow has Chan out wide. Williams collects. Clatters his way outfield. Birchenow reaches, he's there. The scrum off. Ghosts himself in. And that defense needed a bit of a software update, and California had their 5th try.
And that just comes down to just speed of play at breakdown, and California does that so well. And it's spearheaded by that guy right there, Birchenow. I mean, when that ball is available, he is on it, and they are playing. You can see here, good presentation, but watch how quick this next phase is. So the ball comes out real quick, and there goes Birchenow. The goal is generally, if you're getting less than 3 seconds at a breakdown down, you're in good shape. And I'll tell you what, Birchenow is probably asking for about a second from his team. That's the pace that he wants to play at. He pushes tempo constantly and clearly has been the pulse and the heartbeat of this California team, and gets himself a try right between the uprights.
The Argentine legend was able to defeat the All Blacks, the Springboks, and the Wallabies in 2024. What an accomplishment that is for the veteran. Kick sails over, closing in at half-time, and it's 33 points to 7. California, with their 5 first-half tries, have really taken control of this game.
They really have. They are absolutely in the driver's seat, but they knew that this was the way, not only to punch their ticket to the playoffs that we talked about at the very top of this show, but quite frankly, to get redemption from that week 1 loss to Anthem, that was everybody talking about this could be Anthem's year to finally turn a corner. They hadn't won in 2 seasons, and then all of a sudden, here they are, an opening win in the 2026 season, and then California giving them payback right now.
That's right. Anthem, the side, as Joey Mana looks to attack. They've played 40 games and won of 2 matches, and it all happened this year. They have a penalty here to close out the first half.
Ball down, please, 11.
In a very attackable place.
11.
USA U20s there as well in the crowd. Brilliant to see the future of America on display. Of course, hosting the Rugby World Cup here in 2031 and the Women's World Cup in 2033.
And there's the future stars of that tournament, Dallin. I'll tell you what, I don't know about you and how much you miss playing, but I definitely miss playing. The thought of hosting a World Cup here, how cool is that?
Oh, it's unbelievable. In our lifetime, we'll get to see it. Remarkable times here in North America as the game grows around the country. Overthrow at line-out time, though. Chan brings this one down for California Legion. So Anthem, another opportunity gone begging as they retreat here.
Timer.
Is that the halftime whistle? It is indeed. And it's been all California so far. The first half complete in the Queen City. And it's California that lead 33 points to 7 here against Anthem Rugby Carolina. We're going to take a quick break and come back with a halftime analysis and highlights from Charlotte, North Carolina. Stay with us. 33-7, the halftime score.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
5 tries in the opening 40 minutes, and most of them with a red jersey on it.
Most of them. There were 5 of them in this red jersey that have scored tries, and this has been an absolute onslaught from California. And take a look at this. Bertrand, they get the penalty, and he decides to go quick, and that opened it up at the very early stages for California. The first of 5 for them on the trot. Here's one. They run a simple 21 pattern. Quick little hit up towards midfield. They come around the corner one time. Bertrand will get his hand out, start barking orders like they're going to go again, and then he changes direction on him, catches everybody sleeping and off guard, and Lance Williams scores in the corner. And this one, we don't very often see California kick, but they go to the air, and then look at this take. And then at the other end of it, they spin the ball back into the open field. And then how about this run? What a run that time from Semu, brushing off Anthem defenders and scoring right between the uprights. And then this one here, another display of what California can do, especially when things get out of hand. Another advantage for them. The ball goes to the ground. Bertrand, who has been everywhere today, chip kick over the top, bounces up perfectly into Crimp's hand. And then finally, as if he's not everywhere, as I said before, quick play here. The ball comes out very quickly from Lance Williams, is recycled, and Bertrand sneaks in for his own try there. So Bertrand right between the uprights.
Yeah, take a look at stats from the first 40 minutes, Peachy.
And again, the scoreline is lopsided, and so are the stats. 5 tries to 1. Meters made, 374 versus 215. And then the biggest one, clean line breaks, 11-3, more than triple for California Legion in that category.
Time for another short break. It's California that lead 33-7 in Week 10 of Major League Rugby against Anthem Rugby. Stay with us.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
What a day for the Major League Rugby Championship.
Months of sacrifice, 80 minutes of battle, and it all starts with this whistle.
Tap right into the red basket.
get yourself to SeatGeek Stadium June 21 to take part in the MLR Championship. Scan the QR code on the screen right now. Get your tickets. We'll see you there. Bring the color, bring the vibes, bring the noise. It is going to be absolutely brilliant.
It absolutely will. And no matter who's in that championship final, it should be a really good one. This season has been so much fun to watch, Talon.
Take another short break. We're back with the second half up next. It's 33-7, Legion lead Anthem.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Here at American Legion Memorial Stadium, the second half about to gear up here. Cold beverages in hand. Beautiful condition for second half action. 33-7, the visiting side lead Anthem here. We saw at halftime as well the players take the field. Both the Charlotte Cardinals and the Charlotte Tigers were honored at halftime after winning the national championships respectively. And of course your fans have your say. So a new fan here, Big Man Small World, says sometimes when they kick it out of bounds, they get possession back and sometimes they don't. So that is the question of the day. Use the hashtag MLR101 and you can vote to see what the options are, of course. That is a great question from Big Man Small World. Lovely to have your company as well. Lovely interaction with our fans as well.
We're supposed to answer that question?
No,
We're supposed to just
if you don't know the answer
wait?
to that, teachers, get off the broadcast,
I was
my
going to
friend.
say, are we supposed to answer that question? Because, I mean, what do I win? What's at stake here?
You're out of the running, Mike Petrie.
Oh, that's
Alan
not
Stanford,
fair. That's
great to
not
be
right.
here with you. Pressure's on you for Anthem. They need a win to keep their hopes alive. A big second half. They scored one great score through Baden Godfrey. Meanwhile, 4 tries from Legion through Nick Chan, Lance Williams, Cole Semu, and Steph Crump. And a 5th one from Gonzalo Bertrano has them up 33-7. California, who have beaten the Free Jacks, Seattle, Old Glory DC twice this year, and Anthem, who took out this California side 39-26 in week 1. They also beat the Seattle Seawolves 34-25. It's Fan Appreciation Day. We love your support, supporting rugby in North America, as the future stars are on display as well in both these sides, particularly in Anthem Rugby. Their roster comprised of young American talent looking to represent the US at World Cup 2027 in Australia and here on home soil in 2031. Luke Carty is one of those players, central figure wearing the 10 jumper, just 28 years of age.
Time is on.
Second half underway here on the East Coast. And in red, it's California, known as the Legion, who received this one. Welcome to the watch parties in the Golden State, particularly Ed Peterson. I know he's thinking a few at the Leucadian bar. And if he isn't there, I'm sure he's on the way there, keeping the cold beverages on tap for him.
Wait, no! 17!
Milne kicking this one from inside his 22. It finds the hands of Anthem Rugby to attack on that far side. It's Trainer with a beautiful fan, finds Pittman on the inside. Golla in his 50th appearance. Heaney beats one to the ground as a 23-year-old.
Advantage here.
Carl Keane with
Side
advantage
entry.
for the home side. Cardi. Again, Pittman. Big shot comes in midfield. Chan tries to peel away with this one. Anthem with Alakan back on the field. Back to the complement of 15 players. We'll go back to the penalty.
And a penalty within the
Sorry,
opening
before you've got your hands on.
against California, who's surprisingly down, receives the kickoff and then kicks upfield. So maybe they should keep the ball in hand a little bit more, because they decide to kick and then they give a penalty away. As Cardi and Gala have a chat about what their plan is here, but surely with a score differential of 33-7, you're going to go to the corner every single time, although that one is well within Luke Cardi's kicking range, of course.
Head coach Kuka Cavallari.
Thank you.
He has 10
First
capped
challenge.
US internationals in his side. And is going to
Just
be
hold the
a
ball.
challenge.
Hold the ball.
So let's see what this one is about.
Time off. All right, let's get a timestamp.
So each team allowed one challenge.
Yeah, can we get a timestamp?
And let's bring in our law analyst, Lex Weiner. Lex, have you seen what this challenge is, or am I putting you on the spot, my friend?
48.
You're slightly putting me on the spot, Alan, but I think when you said there was a big shot in the midfield by, I think, California number 12, that's just my guess, but let's see.
From who, Anthem? All right. We have a team routine and at 48 looking for head contact.
Yeah, Lex, looks like head contact, my friend.
Is that the exact timestamp we're looking at?
Lex,
Just play
your
it through
thoughts
slow
there,
to
my
start
friend?
with.
So obviously everything in slow motion looks a lot worse at real speed, but I think for this one
Okay.
we could see that
So we
the
do have head contact.
California player makes head contact with the Anthem player's head, and now what Pete's is going to determine is the
Just play it through.
level of
Just take it back
sanction
a little bit, please, Kiwi, and then just
due
play
to
it
the
through
degree of
full speed.
danger. So
We have
let's see what he
12
has to say.
frequency contact. I just want to see the. Okay. So what I'm seeing is I am seeing head contact, but I'm seeing the bulk of all of it coming through the shoulder. All right. I'm not seeing anything more than a penalty on that one. Okay, cool. So can we get show that through one more time, please, Kiwi? Let's just make sure we got the mark correct. Yeah, wide angle, please.
James Roberts, known as Kiwi, is looking through the footage. He's the in-stadium review official, recent graduate of my broadcast academy, and boy, can he talk, so it's good he's on mute.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with the clean out. It's just taking his head, so we'll go penalty only. See anything more? No, he's from behind. Cool. All right. So I have a decision after challenge from Anthem. There's deemed there is head contact in the clean out. It is a penalty only. Anthem will retain their challenge. We'll come back for a penalty here. We're going to play the advantage, and we'll have our penalty here.
And Lex, it's great, you mentioned in the build-up into that, and then if you maintain the challenge, you get to keep it for later in the game. That's a great policy, isn't it?
1,000%. It's always good, especially as we get late in the game. The decisions get tighter. That the teams have that at disposal, and the referees can review things as well.
Yeah.
You heard that from Lex Reiner, our law analyst on the broadcast. Great to have him with us. He'll be on the game later this evening as well. Seattle against New England. That lineup doesn't go according to plan for Anthem. And Joe Mano puts the kick over the top for California. It's a big boot. Let's see how much ground he has gained. Campbell Rob, can he get this right? He can. Sam Gola has it again out of University of California Golden Bears. His dog Rig is here in the stadium watching him play. Here's McCain Alakan. US Eagle, 7 appearances. Behind the back, Carty looking for space. Trainer. Here we go with Eric Storty. Haven't seen much of him, the US Flyer as well. Heaney. That's a nice ball. Tonga-Wea, a little bit of space. Anthem on the hunt for their second score. Pittman. Big shot on him. Tonga-Wea again. Behind the back. Finds Carty. Here's Alessandro Heaney again. He's a chess champion in his younger days. Tonga-Wea picks around the fringes. He goes for the home side. Getting them close to the 22. Baden Godfrey keeps his feet alive. It's a tricky customer to bring down. Sugars finally melts him into the ground. Again, it's Moni Tonga-Wea, carries hard. Phase after phase here for Anthem Rugby. Again, looking to engage. Momsen, who was the player cleaned up moments ago, takes on Dam. Two skippers going against each other. Keane again, quick ball for Carty. Godfrey, this time peels it away to Trainer. Mooneyham looping in from the right wing. Always looking for work is Connor Mooneyham. Heaney. Former RFC Los Angeles player in Major League Rugby. Gone backwards. Roberts comes in to 9. Anthem looking to keep their season alive. They need to score next. Again, it's Heaney. The big front row forward carries hard. Who can make a breakout here? The whistle goes. There's an injured player, so safety first.
Time off. The injured player. Scrum.
That's Connor Mooneyham, the right wing for Anthem, who's down, getting a bit of attention from our trainers on the field. Hopefully Connor's all right. We talked about some of the USA players in that Anthem lineup, and he would be one of them. Connor Mooneyham with a couple of caps under his belt. Made an absolute outstanding debut when he came in for the USA. And you see there 4 tries in the MLR so far this season, but definitely an important piece of this Anthem puzzle. So they'd want to be keeping him on the field right now to try to close this gap. He's one of the guys they rely on to score some tries for them, and they need a few of them right now.
Yeah, he's got 2 sons, Miles and Murphy. They'll be looking on, see if he's okay. Dad's all right. Go to the bench. See what happened here.
Go time on.
Down on the ground there that time, just catching some extracurricular activity or in and around the ground as he's going to deck, and hopefully he's okay. He looks all right. Just get himself cleaned up, and you see the thumbs up from him there that he's okay. So good news for Connor Mooneyham family and friends and fans out there watching from Anthem. So we may or may not see him. Hopefully he's all right, though, even if he doesn't come back, that he's okay.
That's right. He's one of the best to wear the blue jersey. Replacement is Malachi Esdale, the Olympian. There's Esdale. Played in Paris 2024. 4 years in the Sevens World Series for the United States. There's a man that makes gelato in his spare time. Apparently he doesn't eat too much of it. He's got to keep slim and trim for this professional game. What a run that is from inside center. Tom Pittman crashes one to the ground. There's the US capped eagle. Carty shifts it wide to Jordan Trainer. Fullback looking to inject his speed. California equal to the task. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Another tackle comes in on Johan Momsen, third player in history to make over 1,000 tackles in Major League Rugby. Out of Paul Jim and Stellenbosch University, the Marties of South Africa. Nice hands that time from Storti. Some stepping there from Esdale, fresh off the bench. Morn carries here. Louisiana State University product.
Boys on the body.
Scored 18 tries in Major League Rugby to date. Keane changes direction to the right-hand side. Storti again. Beautiful pass. Esdale on the outside. Malachi Esdale. The crowd on their feet. 6 meters out for Anthem. Momsen and Golla. Golla this time attacks. On his shoulder with Morn.
Tackles made.
California doing a lot of defending in the second half. Tonga forming with Nola Gold. Now with Anthem Rugby in North Carolina.
Last bit here, lads. Step three.
Slow ball to work with. Momsen talking to his forwards. Godfrey turns it back. Cardi floats on over the top. Roberts is here. He's got hot feet. Oh, no, look, pass on the outside. Campbell Robb, the hooker's in the corner. He's flying like a wing. And he fires one in for Anthem. That was something special.
And that's exactly what Anthem needed in this second half. They've been down in the end for California Legions inside their 22 for so long. In that first half, Dallin, the stats wasn't on their scoreboard, but they had 60% of territory in that half versus 40 for California, but only the one try to show for it. Then in the second half, now again, camped out in California's end, and great hands that time from Julian Roberts, and an outstanding finish that time from Rob in the corner. But how about that pass from Cardi out to Roberts, and then Roberts quick hands to the outside. And all smiles for Anthem Rugby.
Campbell Robb selected second overall in the 2025 Major League Rugby draft. To it, South Africa with the USA Under-23s last year with Will Sherman, one of his teammates from Anthem. He has them on the board for their second try. Luke Cardi, who set it up with a beautiful pass over the top. He's approaching 300 points in MLR. There's this fly off. Important conversion, looking to curl it in. Beautiful kick. 33 points to 14. Anthem have their second score. What a score that is from Rob. He's sixth in Major League Rugby, former Chiefs Under-20 player. And so make sure you scan the survey here to vote and get your answer in there. Chance to win Champs tickets as well. We'll see you there June 21, SeatGeek Stadium. Chicago will be hosting. Oh, they have been on fire. 9 from 9 so far this season. The only undefeated team who will play in that final. Anybody can upset anybody in the semifinals as well.
And we almost saw an upset yesterday. DC almost pulled the rabbit out of a hat. That was a really good game on Saturday down that you were involved in. And then Chicago showing some kinks in their armor for sure in that game, but held on for that win, and so they remain undefeated. But again, Dallin, it all comes down to the playoffs, and it's about when you peak. And the question is Chicago hitting a bit of a plateau right now late in the season? For Chicago fans, you'd hope not, but that's certainly not what you want to see as other teams starting to find their rhythm this late in the game.
Yeah, teams are starting to work each other out. That's the amazing thing. In the semifinals, ranked 1 will play number 4, 2 will play number 3. A home semifinal is so important with the distances traveled in Major League Rugby in the United States. Ball on the outside there. Nice carry there from Cole Stem, who scored a cracking try in the first half. California haven't had a lot of ball here in the second half. Murphy gets put on his back. Man from San Francisco originally. Wide ball to Lance Williams, and chatting to head coach Stephen Hoyles. I asked him how was it like playing all over California instead of one location. He said it's been really fantastic. A lot of bonding with the team, and of course bringing the game to the whole of the Golden State. They have a penalty at the halfway line. Big moment in Major League Rugby history. Taking the field off the bench. Kenny Nasagenge, there he is in back play in picture. 100 Major League Rugby appearances. Congratulations to Nasagenge. He was a finalist for San Diego Legion and Houston Sabercats in years gone by. Now strutting it out for the California Legion. What a moment for this player.
What a milestone is right, 100 games. That's a lot of rugby, Dallin. and he's been a big part of it over the years. I've enjoyed watching him play, and really, really grateful to celebrate that accomplishment with him here this afternoon.
These two kids are watching. They're probably goose-stepping a couple of parked cars while he's on the field. They're going to cause some damage here in the second half. Ball goes to the ground there, so not able to attack from the line-out maul. Here's the Murphinator. Big tackle on Ryan Murphy, carried and driven backwards. It's like he's a backpack. Crimp beats one, and he gets upended. Some big shots coming in here from Anthem. And that one has been lost from inside center Nick Chan, and it's the pressure from the home side.
Big defensive pressure is right. You can see the pats on the back, the high fives all around for Anthem Rugby. That try putting a bit of wind in their sails. They needed it. There he is, the try scorer there, Rob. That's been a big part of this spark that they needed. But the hits that they are putting in right now, bang, look at that. Pick up, walk with them like a backpack, you said. They're able to get that ball loose, but they still throw them to the ground. And California trying to play that loose brand of rugby and then runs into a steel door. So big hits all around from Anthem that caused that turnover.
Putting everything on the line. It's a must-win for Anthem to keep their hopes alive of making the playoffs. The top four will go through. Tonight, tune in to watch Seattle host New England. But still, a lot of rugby to go. Half an hour and a scrum penalty to California. It's a quick tap. Wide ball, beautiful pass. They'll come back.
10, back you go.
And Bertrano again just
Give me a second.
takes that quick tap, flings that ball way out into space. As you get a look there at Storty having a friendly chat with our sideline official,
Too many
Luke
penalties
Rogan.
in this area now. We've had one. We've had one for foul play. This is for general penalties. Too many.
And then a conversation with our Anthem
Yeah,
captain. So next one here is surely going to be a yellow card. And California here just, again, we talked about Anthem having a bit of momentum right now. This should pull the pin on that a little bit just by putting a few points on the board. An easy chip shot for Milne.
Bluff. Kobe Milne turns, picks up his tee. He had 3 extras, and it's 36 points to 14, 51 minutes gone.
I understand.
Replacement Israel coming on for California. It is Big Joe Taufete'e coming on, the US Eagle legend.
You break him, stay straight, and then I
And a
can
try
watch him.
scoring machine,
I'll talk to him as well.
international rugby, and of course in Major League Rugby as well. He joins off the bench. What a player to bring off the bench as well.
Yeah, I can only imagine your spirit just getting lifted when you see a guy like Taufete'e come in. Not that California needs it. I mean, they have a nice lead right now. But Taufete'e, such a force to be reckoned with. And when he comes trotting on, you know that the energy levels go up within your team.
Certainly do. He needs
No hand!
brought to the ground. Anthem, can they get on the board again? Keane, they're such an exciting side, can score from anywhere. Trainer shifts to the midfield. Here's Pittman again.
Still there,
runs
still
hard.
there.
Does the 27-year-old. Went to King's College Taunton. Roberts, beautiful pass on the outside. Tongawi'a does well to stay in the field of play. Just outside the 22. Momsen again. Johan Momsen takes on 2 or 3. Good support on his shoulders from Godfrey. Cardi pulling all the strings in midfield. Now the kick from Pittman goes over the top. It's high. Oh, it's almost taken cleanly from Esdale.
And you can see Anthem Rugby Carolina just trying to throw the kitchen sink right now at this California side as you get a look just off the corner of our screen there. A very uncomfortable California Legion player that I believe
stepping out, and that's what I've seen start that, okay?
is their left wing, Joe Mano, as Peter Pender sorts out the scrum.
You're not doing much. Keep square, keep strong. Get that bind up. Thank you. Same.
There's Big Joe Taufete'e. He wanted to impress his wife's family, so he started playing rugby at Belmont Shore many, many years ago. We are happy he did. He has done the US proud over the years, and now with California.
9. Let's play. All right.
Remember when Big Joe made his debut for the USA at the World Cup in 2015, and he He was playing against the Springboks and made a big run against South Africa in Olympic Stadium. And I remember thinking, that kid's going to be doing some really special stuff. And lo and behold, years later, here he is still playing, doing lots of special stuff.
Yeah, very special indeed. Gonzalo Bertrand was at the World Cup representing Argentina in 2015. Big Joe now packs down in the middle.
Come on.
More replacements will take the field here for both sides.
Set.
One of those is Elias Garza, wearing 17.
Use it,
Out of
9.
Life University, running Eagles for Anthem. Big scrum from Anthem. California keep it. Chan comes up the middle. Great run from the inside centre. Bertrand goes deep into the pocket.
Hold, Reed.
And a kick over the top for the Legion to drive back this Anthem side. Malachi Esdale, here he goes. The US 7th flyer beats one. Some good step as well, as Declini brings him to the ground. Cardi again, looking to take it one channel wider. Support on the inside there from Pittman and Storti. But they concede a penalty. And guess who? Number 12, Nick Chan, all over this one. So they go quickly. Chan fires in yet again. Another quick tap. California love doing that. Bertrand with a kick on the top. It's something special. Cook has this one. I don't believe it. The Pentagon has released the UFO files, and that's another sighting.
How do you even follow that up down with what you just said? That was unreal.
Number 11.
But how about unreal? That try was absolutely unreal. I mean, what a turnover. Bertrand again, just quick tap and go, finds Chan, who just caused the turnover. And there's the advantage. He knows it. Little left foot dink over the top. And I mean, man, I'll tell you what, it must be fun to play with Bertrand O'Dowd. I mean, the pace that he plays at, the stuff that he does just like on a whim, just little kick over the top. I mean, Crimp came way out of the backfield from fullback. Didn't even break stride. Left-footed kick from Bertrand and right between the uprights.
Unbelievable vision from the scrum half. Gonzalo Bertrand feeds and Steph Crimp capitalizes, the 22-year-old. You mentioned the fun they're having, and that shows you when they attack from inside their 22, sometimes from their own goal line, they have a throw of the ball. They're up 43-14, and that is some champagne rugby.
Okay.
A yellow card for Eric Storti, sees him go to the side. Unfortunate for Anthem. Their troubles continue in this game.
Time off. Okay, cool. So we have a team challenge from California. 5-23. Looking for head-on-head contact.
So another team challenge here.
No, it will be advantage. It's whether it will be a card or not.
So another team challenge issue. We saw Storti go to the side for 10 minutes. Anthem was warned, obviously, a bit earlier by our referee Pender.
Yep. Okay, do we have a tight angle on that one, please, Kiwi?
And this is the yellow card that they're looking at. I mean, Storti's already off, but that is clearly upright, head contact. I mean, look, you can ask Lex Weiner, he's a referee, but to me, that ticks a lot of boxes, and that's why he's sitting there off the field.
Yeah,
my guess is that California must be challenging it to try to elevate this to a red card. That's the only thing I can think of right now, because he's already got a yellow card sentence.
And we're upright. Kiwi, can you just
correct. So what he actually gave the yellow card for is repeated infringements after them giving a warning. So it's either going to stay a yellow card if they don't think it's more than a yellow. But my sense is that if California did challenge it, is they might think this could be a red card.
Yeah. All right. So we do have direct head contact. So we are at a high degree of danger. But I've got mitigation. It is a passive tackle. He has absorbed the tackle. Did you see anything different? All right. So.
Contact.
Yep.
High degree of danger.
Yep.
Mitigation because he's passive.
Yep.
So.
All right. So protocol here. I've penalised and then the yellow card is for consistent infringement. So if we upgrade that to a straight yellow card, they keep their challenge. The yellow card is a yellow card for consistent infringement. So it's a straight yellow for that. They'll keep their challenge. Okay. No, it is different. I'll explain. I'll explain why in a second. After the review, yeah. It will be upgraded from a penalty to a yellow card. The first yellow card was for a consistent infringement. So it was a penalty-only tackle immediately. Now it is a yellow card tackle. California will keep their challenge. Advantage plays, try stance. No, it was before the try.
So the yellow card stands for Eric Storti. 10 minutes in the bin. They trail 43-14.
Time on.
California.
And you heard both Lex and I mention the possibility of a red card there, but our referee Peter Pender talks it down to keep it a yellow card because of the mitigating factor. You heard that the tackler, which was Storti, absorbed the collision. So he did not sort of instigate the collision. He wasn't going forward. He absorbed the collision a little bit. So that, in theory, is a mitigating factor. And so, by all accounts, we're back where we were 5 minutes ago with Eric Storti sitting on the side, off the side with the yellow card.
That's right, indeed. A nice kick as well from California.
That's this. You can have that one. You can have that one.
Replacements coming in, and that's Houston. Good game again from
Gonzo, you
Big Ben Houston, the 27-year-old from Calera, Australia.
Time on.
Time back on for the try scorer Campbell Robb from earlier in the second half to throw. Goal up is the target up front. Luke Carty again fires in midfield. Another big shot, Godfrey's there as well. Anthem, Jordan Trainer, the fullback out of Auckland, New Zealand, thrown to the deck, the 30-year-old from New Zealand under-20 player. He brings vital experience here for the back three for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Cole Keane, USA under-20 and USA Falcons, goes high to the halfway line. The jump is there from both sides.
And out 30.
Sits with Ben Sugars, player out of England, played for Nottingham as well, played a bit of Super Rugby also. California scored 6 brilliant tries already, and now they whip it wide. Oh, big shot. Ben Houston drops one to the ground. His hobbies include horse racing, and he gaps into that tackle down to the ground. We go again for this Legion side. Approaching the hour mark in the game. Thama, soft hands.
Watching him. Thank you.
Lance Williams. Joey Mano gets some attention on that far side. We may have to stop play. We carry on, though. Wide ball, Sugars again. Keeping it alive. Just when I say that, he's battled into touch.
Yep. Time off. Substitutes 9 and 14 blue.
You get a look there at, this is, I think, the second time that Mano's been down getting treatment.
Red 11.
Seems to be cramping a little bit. I'm not going to speculate and say what's going on here, but from the looks of it, he's getting stretched out a little, so maybe a little uncomfortable. Hopefully he's okay and it's nothing major. But some substitutions coming in as we enter the final quarter of play for both California and Anthem, getting some fresh legs in. And right now, at this point, Anthem got a big hill to climb to get themselves back into this game and salvage their season.
Thank you.
So it looks like hydration break. And we'll get the subs in just a little bit. So California Legion lead 43 points to 14. And Kelly Keedy watching from my couch, but I wish I had some Recover 180 like the players. It's hot. Hashtag MLR 2026. Make sure you get a little break shortly. We'll see you in just a moment. 43-14 the score so far.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Our second hydration break was brought to you by Recover 180, the organic sports hydration drink built for today's athletes. Tell you what, I'm getting pretty thirsty out there. I might need some in the commentary booth as well. The fans, Fan Appreciation Day, they got their shirts, they got their little ones. They're certainly enjoying this game. But can the home side get more points on the board? They need to win to keep their hopes alive here. Replacement on the field. Marcus Fallout wearing 20. He's got the black headgear as well. Anthem RC Carolina. Side that are 2-6 so far this season, but winning their first 2 games in Major League Rugby history. Kick over the top from Zion going. He's also a replacement off the bench. And that one was out.
Out first and then knock on.
Zion going, a player that we've seen step into so many different roles in this league. Seems to have found a home at scrum half with Anthem. But we've seen him play on the wing. We've seen him play in the midfield for Utah Warriors. He is just a versatile player, but it's good to see him get some stability as a playmaker.
Yeah, certainly is. Nice take there, Kenny Nasagenga in his 100th Major League Rugby appearance. Oh, massive shot coming in midfield. Fallout flies in with a cold shoulder. And California driven backwards. Birchenow hits as well. Murphy tries to get them back on the front foot. Taufate is there with him. Big Joe, as he's known. Here's Dick Leaney out of Randwick Rugby. Played at Coffs Harbour as well. He carries hard. There's a 27-year-old from Australia.
We're inside the half, we're onside.
Milne puts the kick over the top. The chaser there as well. Matt Antisef is on the field. 11th Major League Rugby appearance. He chases up. Coached by Mike Petrie, who's standing next to me here in the commentary booth. And Roberts keeps it alive for Anthem. Can they go 100? No, they put it to the boot through Carty. And this one finds touch. Great to see these youngsters on the field, though, isn't it, Peachy?
So good to see so many players that have come through the pathway, the high school ranks, the college ranks. Mentioned Matt Antisef. Matt played at Xavier High School, right around the corner here in Chelsea and Manhattan, the heart of New York City. Made his way through another tremendous collegiate program at Dartmouth College. And then now to see him running out here in Major League Rugby is a testament to all the work that he's put in. And he's just one of many young kids that have put their hand up and are involved in Major League Rugby these days, and it's fun to watch.
A beautiful angle coming in. Krupp yet again. Beautiful stuff. Krupp slicing and dicing. It's a lightning bolt and a hat-trick score for Steph Crump for California Legion. My. We certainly enjoyed that.
My is right, and he's given a little bit of a symbol there to his teammate, Ben Houston, but what a run from Crimp and the pace that he has put on when he gets the ball and his number is called. I mean, take a look at where he comes from on this line. We saw him score that try from Birchenow's kick, just speeding out of the backfield. And there he is again, just flying past Luke Carty, who's just grabbing at air. And Crimp, the injection of pace, and that's what you want out of your fullback, is someone who can just eye their opportunity, put the pedal to the metal, and just fly through a gap. And Stephen Crimp has shown that he could do that.
I don't know if he's been drinking Recover 180 all game, because it's certainly working. 3 brilliant scores for Steph Crimp, just 22 years of age, former USA under-20 player. He's one for the future, as Milne makes no mistake, pops this one over as well. It's 50 up for California. And by the way, you can win one of the Legion Blackout game jerseys as well. Just get on X on social media. Use the hashtag MLR2026. We'll get back to that as Crimp scores again.
And this looked almost identical to the one he scored just moments ago. Ran in by himself off that kick from Birchenow. And then this one off the back of that line out. So Crimp just putting so much pace from that backfield for California.
California have qualified for the semi-finals for the playoffs. And if Seattle lose the match coming up later today against New England, they will host California. So big news there. I mentioned the jersey up for grabs. It's a blackout jersey. I want one of them. Use the other hashtag 2026 Legion Black Jersey. Tell them why you should win that jersey and they'll send it to you. Our friends and family from California, certainly a brilliant prize up for grabs in this game as well. And this will be given out before the end of the match, so it will be given out live. You'll be taking home your jersey. I'll probably want the number 15 jersey if I get to choose. That's Steph Crimp's jersey from last week. To the right, go Anthem now. Here's Seth Smith on the field. Another young sensation, signed at 17 years young in the Sabercats Academy. Roberts attacks for the home team. Going goes to the right-hand side. This one bounces off the chest. It's a knock-on. And picked up there from Justice Dubai off the bench. California again looking to strike from inside their half. Kobe Milne, the number 10, turns 27 next month on June 15.
We come now. All the way up, please.
What a dominant performance this has been from California. Big score last week. They beat DC 42 points to 10. And they'll come back to the penalty.
16 rolling.
And they had the advantage that time, and Bertrand tried to go over the top.
No, I caught it forward.
And they were coming back for a forward
rolling.
pass. So I was wondering why we were coming back for that down, because I thought that looked like a line break, take advantage of the advantage that they had on, but unfortunately that one goes forward for Bertrand.
Yeah, Steph Crimp, you saw on the end of that one. He's in the USA extended Eagles squad, Scott Lawrence side. And he's certainly putting his hand up in this game, isn't he?
He certainly is. And that's one of the things that the U.S. needs to just get right, is they want those players that can inject some pace into their back line. They want some players that have a bit of flair. You use that word, a bit flashy, a bit of flair in how they play in the backfield. And Crimp right now, a young and up-and-coming player, has proven that he might be the answer there as you get a look at another young USA player, Eric Storty, who's just looking, unfortunately, way too comfortable off the field right now, serving his yellow card sentence still.
Yeah, about a minute to go on that sin bin offense. Here is Joe Tafate. Mentors include Ray Egan and Steve Finkel. He's coached with Eagle Rock Rugby as well. Advantage here for the Legion. Bertrand. Again, they pull it back, California. Milne goes for the cross kick. That's a beautiful kick as well. Sits up nicely here. Laying back for the replacements. Bertrand under pressure, able to goose his way free. Milne again thought about another crossfield kick. Big step off the left, but the penalty is upfield here. California will have another chance to crack on.
Inside the 22. Mark's here. Mark's right here. 5, collapsing.
And not that time. Bertrand runs to the mark, but decides not to go quick. So Milne will put this one out. And you might get a look. Tafate is walking out of bounds right now to get ready to throw this one in. This is a very recognizable spot for Tafate as Storty moves from the sin bin to the bench.
Red number 2.
And Dom Aquino will check into the game. So Storty's day is done. Aquino will come on. There's a look at him there. And Joe Tafate will look to get things restarted, throw this ball in, and you'd imagine Dallin, you don't want to show any of those tricks you got up your sleeve right now with a scoreline like this, so you might just see a maul and see if Joe can punch one in.
Yeah, a little word there from Justice Dubai. He's 3 kids watching as well, former defensive tackle, University of Hawaii and San Diego State University. Here's Joe Tafate, big Joe.
No, your feet.
Takes a couple with him, Declini with him. Here's Nasagenge, Kenny Nasagenge. 100 up for him. The Californians have certainly come here to party. Ronan Murphy with Tavai. Looking for a home semi-final. They're already in the top 4, secured a semi-final spot. Can they host as well? Lini carries hard again, does a 27-year-old. Says his father is his mentor. Alex Lopetti receives this. He's off the bench in 20. He scored 7 superb tries so far. 2 scores from Anthem. Here's Tavai, big shot. A lovely tackle in there from Will Sherman. The Sherman tank, delayed pass to Nasagenge. Bertrand again keeps them coming. Oh, another massive shot.
Please.
Cole
Ball
Semu
down. Ball down.
eats that one. And that was Gaza with a tackle. And the Legion go to left-hand side, streaking through. just short of the line. Seth Smith with a try-saving tackle. And a penalty to the home side.
That's a great defensive stand from Anthem. Not much time left in this game, and they're in a huge hole, but here's Bertrano goes quick again. There's a great line from Houston, and then just met by Seth Smith like a brick wall, and a turnover for Anthem. So great defensive stand that time from Anthem Rugby Carolina.
Yeah, this Anthem side helping prepare the next players for the USA for the inaugural 2026 World Rugby Nations Cup. They'll host a couple of games in North Carolina. USA Zimbabwe, July 11th. USA Spain, July 18th. Seth Smith could feature in that side as well. He throws to the back of the lineup. Sherman with a nice take. Anthem, can they get something else out of this game? Pittman runs hard. Cardi flicks one over the top. Dummy there from Trainer, back on the inside, beautiful stuff, here we go. Tom Akina stretching his legs, beautiful pass to Roberts, linking up superbly, goings away, he's gone, what a score that is! Anthem Rugby Carolina at Champaign.
What a try from Anthem Rugby Carolina. They go coast to coast that time, seemingly. I mean, a big turnover for them, big defensive stand. Their backs were up against their goal line about 60 seconds ago. And then how about this? That ball lands in the hands of Trainer, outdoor pass to Akina. That's the kind of impact you need to make off the bench. Great support from Roberts, great support from Going. I mean, that's as good as it gets. And that's the best rugby we've seen all day from Anthem Rugby Carolina in just about the 70th minute.
When they click, they are amazing to watch. Zion Going at the end of this one, the 25-year-old out of Whangarei, New Zealand, links up superbly. What a team try that is. Such an exciting score from Anthem Rugby Carolina. They're third in this game and they're second in the second half. Cardi. 10 minutes to go. And they've given their fans something to shout about, that's for sure. Carolina Reaper will be loving that one as he curls this one. Just hits the upright, unfortunate. 50 points to 19. 3 tries for the home team.
Unfortunately, they're just in such a big hole right now. I mean, they would really need, I'm just going to say, a miracle to turn this one around. 31-point deficit with less than 10 minutes on the clock. But nonetheless, a lot to still play for Anthem Rugby Carolina. And California, though, I'll tell you what, Don, they look really sharp this afternoon. And if you talk about a team that's hitting stride, California has been looking pretty good in recent weeks. And that could be bad news for the rest of the league.
Yeah, amazing what 10 weeks looks like for them. They lost to Anthem 39-26 in a round 1 fixture. And it was Anthem's first ever win in Major League Rugby. Will be called back here.
That's where he catches the ball and he passes it back inside.
And you can see the confusion here from Anthem. Trainer getting a look at the replay jumbotron in the stadium to try to figure out what's gone wrong here. But that's a big hiccup for Anthem. We're starting to get a bit of energy and a bit of momentum. Even though it's late in this game, you'd love to see them put up a good fight. But unfortunately not to be, and they turn it over back to California.
Leany almost away with this one. Not the best lineup there from Tafate.
But you could see that time Murphy was putting his hand up saying that one's on me. Maybe missed his assignment. Maybe was involved in the lift or should have been involved in the lift and then missed it. So looks like Tafate missed his throw, but reality is he probably was on the mark, but they just didn't get the lift right. And there's so many fine details in lineouts down that are just so much taken for granted by people uninvolved in them. That is such an art to be involved in lineouts.
No, it really is. I had to throw in during the sevens games a lot for the USA, and that was challenging enough. There's only 3 people there jumping on either side. This is way more difficult. Seth Smith, you see him up front for Anthem Rugby Carolina, Life University product. Played in the final with Houston last year. 8 minutes to go in this contest. After this, it's Sunday Night Rugby with Seattle hosting New England for the Coffee Cup at Starfire Stadium. Next week, DC will host Anthem Rugby Carolina as they close out their season. And they get a scrum penalty. Coca-Cola Cavalieri has said how good that scrum has been. And a quick tap there. They get things going on the right-hand side. Here's Akina. Beautiful pass. Trainer linking up superbly. Esdale on the outside. Malachi Esdale. Leaves it behind. Trainer. Great skills from the fullback to keep it alive. The breaker was set up. Here's Sherman now. Looking to put them to the sword. Can they get 2 quick tries here? What a beautiful hands again on the outside. Domakina carries for the 3rd time. Going is there.
Advantage 9.
Told to leave it alone.
Slowing it down.
So more advantage for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Big shot on Momsen. Tries to spin it back to Cardi. There's the mark at the 22. Picking up the tempo.
9.
This Anthem
You're
side.
really class the ball. Attacking women.
Bertrand will go to the side for the rest of the game. A yellow card against California.
Who is your new captain?
You knew that one was coming. We talked about it earlier with our in-house referee consultant, Lex Weiner, and we talked about when a team is under pressure and then flagrantly gives away a penalty. That's exactly what Bertrand just did. And that'll earn you a yellow card every single time.
Slow the ball down.
And you talk about impacts and substitutions in games. How about the impact that Domakina has had and the line breaks that he's made for this Anthem side?
Amazing skills from Domakina, the 31-year-old, flying on the outside, involved in so many times that build-up. And now they find themselves from their own scrum on their own line, 5 meters out. Seth Smith to throw.
The warning still stands. Discipline.
Bonus point on the line for Anthem Rugby Carolina. The win is, of course, what they need to continue their hunt. But
fine. Access is
they'll
good.
take tries all day long, especially against the superb California side. Smith has it at the back. Says Smith going. Peels away with it. He attacks himself. Going is over. Again, the scrum off scores. He's power.
And I just celebrated the impact that Domakina has had. But how about the impact that Zion Going has had? He's not even on the field for 20 minutes maybe. And he's got 2 tries under his belt. And that one just good heads-up rugby. Spots a gap, a disconnect in that California Legion defense. And then splits a couple of red jerseys in for the try. So take a look. Here's the maul that starts it. It goes a little bit awry, gets a little bit skewed. Zion Going will get it out of there, turn around, look up, see some shooting defenders from California, and then in he goes for a try.
Turned just 25 this month, Zion Going. What a statement he's made coming off the bench. Cardi getting a lot more practice in the second half with that right boot of his. His older brother, Jack Cardi, Connacht's all-time record point scorer. Luke Cardi raises the flags, 50-26. And a late surge here from Anthem have their crowd on their feet.
The late surge is right. They are slowly closing that gap. And most importantly right now, they get themselves a bonus point, Dallin. So both teams getting a bonus point. You get a good look at Gonzalo Bertrand, who unfortunately helped set up that California try by giving away a yellow card around just over midfield. And again, that was just immense pressure that California was under. And Bertrand was just trying to slow it down.
Nice pass off the top of that lift. And running from their 22, Jordan Trainer has been so good in the fullback role for his side. Domakina trying to rip through another again. Roberts is there with him. Going. Beautiful hands from Momsen. Finds a replacement for Lau. Anthem, when they put it together, they are brilliant to watch. Dropping to the ground. Smith takes Kenny Nasagenge down to the ground. Going again. Here we go on the right-hand side now. Numbers to burn. Pittman is there. Roberts finds Gola on the outside in his 50th Major League Rugby appearance. Anthem, just like that, are bringing the heat to close out this game. Behind the back pass, is that off the boot from Cardi? And he's tackled as well. Nasagenge comes in and the crowd don't like it. And nor do the players.
And that was Alakan giving him the business that time. Let's have a look at it on replay. There's the hit coming here. Cardi puts it up.
Please, get to.
Oof. Yeah.
Give me 2 meters space. Time is up.
And that hurts. Look at that. Cardi
Yep.
will stay down for a little bit as our referee has a think about how he manages this situation right now.
No, it's fine. So, what I think is 19 take it. Okay. After that, and then I've got 7 blue clearly coming in after the whistle and engaging. And yellow card for that. 19 green. Yes. Yep, that's after blue has come in and instigated it. I've got nothing more than this one. Yep, we'll review it. All right. Kiwi. Time is. Kiwi.
So our law analyst Lex Weiner.
Yep.
Lex, what are you seeing there, my man?
So there's a few things that I think what Pete's going to talk about here, but number one, I think what started the entire thing was the California number 19 tackling Luke Cardi without the ball, and then with Malachi Alicon coming in after the fact, instigating that entire fight. So let's see what he does here.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
He clearly doesn't have the ball, and you have tackled him. Yellow card for you. To the whistle. You have come in and you're engaged number 19. Clearly there's nothing else going on. It's going to be a yellow card for you. Can you please confirm if that is his second yellow card?
It is his second yellow card.
Yellow card. It will be a 20-minute red card for number 7.
So a red card. So players leading left, right, and centre.
Penalty will be against number 7. They're both yellow card infringements, and the retaliation. So we're going to have a penalty to red.
And like we said, a lot to unpack there, as our referee consultant Lex Weiner told us we're just trying to get a control of the situation as you get a look at Alicon, his day will be done. Surely not much time left on the clock anyway, but unfortunately the lesson here, I think, Dallin, is, when you're the second one in, you are always going to get pinged. And that time, I mean, clearly a vicious shot from Nasingenge on Luke Cardi. I mean, straight through his lower back. Left him really uncomfortable. And so, nice work by our referee crew, I think, that time to just reel in a lot of the extracurricular stuff and just hope that this game sails past 80 minutes without any more issues.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Kenny Nasingenge in his 100th appearance. He'll watch the rest from the side. 3 to go in this game. 50-26, California Legion lead. They will go 5-4 so far this season with this victory. Ball is there on the ground, scooped up from Alex Lopetti. The USA Falcon tour to Uruguay for him. Here's Tavai. Lopetti says if he could have a superpower, it'd be time traveling. Now, we all love to time travel with Marty McFly. Possession again here for the Legion to work with.
Release now, blue, there it comes.
Akina comes in with a good strong tackle. Here's Taz Smith wearing 21. Finds Declini. He hits the ground at the 22. Legion scored 7 tries, but have conceded the last 2. To Zion going.
Up we come.
To the right, Houston again.
Back off red.
Ball is loose for Smith. Thought about a little kick over the top. Didn't mill. The Flaff takes a couple of tacklers with him. Good drive there. Smith again moves to the left-hand side. Leany again. Bounces off one. Finds support runners with him on the left-hand side. Semu. California, second on the standings. With again another loop here from Big Ben Houston. Western Sydney University product. So Thama has fought hard today for the Legion. The Californians traveled all the way to the East Coast here, pick up 5 valuable points. 4 for the win, 1 for the bonus point for scoring 4 or more tries. As we close it out into the last minute of this game, Ronan Murphy carries hard again. His father played rugby as well back in the day. There's Leany, a little dummy there, that was cheeky from the front row forward. Lopetti's with him as well. Tharma driven backwards. The hits keep coming here from Anthem Rugby Carolina, and Kuka Cavaleru can certainly be proud of his charges. They've put everything on the line. And there's another shot, this time Murphy taken to the ground. Advantage for the visiting side. So Milne fires one over the top. At a standing start there. Good tackle comes in. As Smith keeps working the phases. They've gone backwards in play, but keep possession. The chip over the top here from Milne, bounces up, finds Cardi on the other side. But of course, our referee Pender was playing advantage. So, players of the match, Peachy, we've seen some wonderful displays. Your thoughts?
How do you ignore a hat trick, Dallin? That's my thought. How do you ignore a hat trick? 2 clean line breaks, sprinting forward for the tries. 3 on the day for him. Steph Crimp is your player of the match. I mean, there were a lot of candidates you could have from this California Legion side who scored half a century worth of points. One of them sitting on the side right now, serving a yellow card sentence. Bertrand has been instrumental in pulling the strings for him. I mean, Milne has been outstanding as his other half, leading them around the field. They have just been so well-rounded in this game. They've fallen off a little bit in the last 10 minutes, but overall, they have done an outstanding job this afternoon on the road on the East Coast.
Yeah, nearly 100 points scored from last week against Old Glory DC and today against Anthem. That lineup doesn't go according to plan for the Legion, and Anthem have one last say here as the clock goes red. It's Julian Roberts looking to hot step his way through. Oh, some good footwork. He's beaten 2 or 3, still going. Tafatea brings him to the ground. Looping on the right, Trainer. Momsen again, engaging the D. Going with quick ball for again Jordan Trainer. This fullback has been everywhere today. He's driven back by Tavai. In the final seconds of this game, Momsen again a no-look pass. And a penalty for talking. Oh, that's unfortunate for Anthem because they were stringing it together.
And that's just evidence of the frustration that Anthem are experiencing.
Like, no, this is not a time for you to. I will not have your players speak and yell at the referee team like that. Go away, tell them. Finish strong!
And you can hear some good advice given from our fans, but this will be it. I'm sure Milne will put this one off the field, and we can't end on this play, so we'll put it out. A little surprised he didn't kick it to himself and then kick it straight out, but instead they're going to try to punch one more in as some fans are excited to get the game ball in the stadium bleachers there, and who's going to get a shot to bring it back into play. Nice toss that time.
Yeah, great skills there from a future rugby star. Try Rugby Carolina. Good take here from the Sherman tank for Anthem Rugby. Time is up, so last play. Momsen carried hard all day long. California tried to pinch this one on the ground and do just that. They get all over it. They draw the penalty. The game is not over. Crimp with a player of the match performance goes to the left-hand side. California are in the corner. And Ben Houston, deserved try scorer, puts the icing on the cake for the Legion.
What do you even say? This game should have been over 2 minutes ago if just Milne just tapped to himself and put it out. But instead, California, they just always look like they're having fun, Dallin. Everything they do, they look like they're having a good time. They're enjoying their rugby. They play fast. They play loose. They'll catch you sleeping in the 82nd minute. But I'll tell you what, if you're a California fan, you better hope that it doesn't rain come playoff time, because I have seen them really struggle in the rain. And they look as good as anyone when the conditions are right.
Houston, no problems for this player. The tongue is out. It's try number 8 for California. A good performance to head into the final round next week. Ben Houston, the try scorer. California improved to 5-4. Their first season merging with San Diego Legion, Rugby RFC LA, representing all of California. Don't forget you can win that jersey, of course, the blackout jersey. Nope. Kick unsuccessful. And that's the full-time whistle. The playoff train rolls on for the Legion, and it's full steam ahead. They have locked in their playoff semi-final spot with a goal to host in the Golden State. The Legion also extract revenge from their round 1 loss against Anthem Rugby Carolina. They win this one 51-26 against Anthem Rugby Carolina. California will travel to Starfire Stadium next week to face Seattle. Anthem will host All Glory DC. Time for a quick break. Our post-match from North Carolina up next. 55-26, it's California over Anthem.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Today's gentle giant man of the match is Malachi Estelle.
Steph, this is testing. This is Dallin here in the booth. Can you hear me, my friend?
Yeah, a little bit louder would be perfect.
A little bit louder, okay. Yep, I'll try to be as loud as I can, my friend. Thank you. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to the American Legion Stadium in North Carolina, and congratulations to California Legion winning this one 55-26. Steph Crimp was unbelievable, scoring 3 brilliant tries.
He absolutely was. 3 on the day is right. How do you ignore that when you're choosing player of the match? And take a look here. Here's one of them. Bertrand, just this one goes out the back, and then Bertrand picks it back up, and then that chip kick over bounces right into the breadbasket for Crimp. Right place at the right time, and here's another one off the foot of his teammate again, as if one wasn't enough. Bertrand puts that one up again, and it finds Crimp right in his breadbasket, and off he goes to the races. And then finally, one last time, off the back of this line out, straight through the gap between the back of the line out and the first defender, and Crimp is in with a fantastic run and a fantastic line. Great pace from the backfield.
And this is Steph Crimp with a quick thing to finish things off to the final try in the game. Amazing skills from the fullback. Our player of the match is with us right now. Steph Crimp, congratulations on an amazing performance. Tell us what it's like out there, because it looks like you're having so much fun. And what's the mindset, because you run from everywhere?
Yeah, we get the full license and attack just to play what's in front of us, whether that's run, pass, kick. So it's just backing ourselves and our skill set just to execute from wherever we are on the field.
Yeah, Steph, congratulations. Outstanding game. 3 tries under your belt this afternoon on a big road trip to the East Coast. But talk to us a little bit about the playoff picture heading into it with California. Still 1 more week left in the regular season, but surely your sights are now set for that playoff campaign. Talk to us about what it means for this franchise with the California Legion and what you all see as an opportunity for you heading into the postseason.
Yeah, we knew coming here was going to be difficult, but we wanted to get the 5 points to put us in the best position for those playoffs and going into next week, and we did that. So it's really exciting going into next week, knowing that we've still got the home playoffs to play for, but that's our playoffs secured with those 5 points. So yeah, we've been building slowly, and it feels like we're peaking just at the right time going into those playoffs and the last regular season game to really put our mark on the league.
Steph, thank you so much. Congratulations. You entertained us and the fans back home. Go enjoy the victory with your team.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. What a player, what a performance from California. Well, what does this mean now for the league standings? There's California Legion. The asterisk means they're in to the top 4. They're in the semi-finals with 29 competition points. And of course, still a game to come later today. And then next week as well to see what the other 2 sides, who will join them in the top 4. We can get some reaction now from the head coach of the California Legion, Stephen Hoyles. Hoylesy, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about that game. Anthem came back in the second half, but your side was really up to the task.
Yeah, we obviously we're losing to them in round 1 was really disappointing, and they obviously had a formula for last time they beat us. So we had to work really hard to clean up the ruck. It didn't matter how well we went in the collisions. If we didn't clean up the ruck post-tackle, then we were going to get messy balls. So the start of the second half was a good response from us. I think even though at the end of the game it certainly almost died a slow death in the last 10 or 15 minutes. A fair bit of fatigue and a lot of player subs, but I think we did enough by about the 55th minute to get us that win and the bonus point win. So yeah, not perfect, but it never is, and we move on to next week and see how the other games pan out today to work out, you know, what we've secured. I think we're in the finals now, which is great, but we're still aiming to get that second spot in home final.
Coach, congratulations on a big road victory and punching your ticket to the postseason. Two things to follow up on the interview we just did with our player of the match, Steph Crimp. The first one, it just looks like you all are having so much fun. So can you talk a little bit about what it's like to lead a team that just looks like they're playing a really fun and exciting brand of rugby? And then piggybacking on that a little bit is, you know, we talked about California and what it means to play for the entire state of California, just how much energy that brings to your locker room.
Yeah, look, I'm glad they look like they're having fun, but I don't have as much fun as they do when you're sitting in the coach's box, and there's a little bit more risk to playing like this, so it comes with some error. We've just got to be prepared if we're going to play that style, which, you know, obviously I'm a big fan of how that style of footy can go when you get things right, but we've got to be better defensively. So I probably don't enjoy the moments where we turn over the ball and get ourselves a bit too stretched defensively. So there's plenty of things to work on, and yeah, like, you know, a lot of our guys, we were LA last year and San Diego merged to become the Californian Legion, but we've got a lot of players from Utah, from Miami, from Houston. So, you know, we're almost like a mixed breed. We're a pack of mongrels, and I think we're enjoying representing California. We've played all across the state, and hopefully we get one more of those games in California in a couple of weeks' time. It's enjoyable to watch. It's enjoyable to coach. They're really good to coach, to be fair. They're very supportive and open-minded about playing this style of footy. And that's always nice because it is a little bit riskier than other teams.
And then, Steve, one more follow-up question to it. It's all about peaking at the right time, right? You had that early loss to Anthem at the very beginning of the season, a bit of stop-start for you. You know, Steph said he feels like you all are peaking at the right time. As a coach, do you feel like you are heading in with some momentum to this postseason?
Yeah, I do, but you know, it's also we've got to make sure we get next week right as well. A lot of it is conditioning. It takes a while to get the conditioning, and that's a challenge. And that's probably we're over the hump of we understand how we want to play now. That took us a few weeks longer than we would have liked. Then there's a conditioning match to it, and I think we've tied those two in nicely. And I think the other part is having depth in your squad and being able to make changes at any given time and leave good players. Like we left Bill Meeks and Ed Timpson back at home this week. We've got a couple of other players that are coming back from injury. So having players fit, available, and understanding, you know, how we want to play, I think it's a good combination. Yeah.
Halsey, thanks so much. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week, my friend. A brilliant performance today.
Thanks, guys. All the best.
Brilliant. All right, well, that's what we had here. We still have one more game to come in week 10 as the fans get their autographs as well. And it's going to be the Coffee Cup on the line. 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff, and it is Seattle hosting the New England Free Jacks, the two-time champions against the three-time champions, all to play off with these positions on the line with these two sides. Well, it's been brilliant to, of course, be with you. Peachy, what a great performance from California. Of course, so much to come before the playoffs.
So much is right. One more week of the regular season, one more game this weekend, and then we are in it, Dallin. This is for all the marbles. This is the home stretch. This is what it's all about. Major League Rugby 2026, the final countdown.
All right, tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Sports Certified, powered by iHerb, the official online health market of Major League Rugby. Well, for Mike Petrie, Lex Weiner, and our entire crew, I am Dallin Stafford saying thanks for watching Major League Rugby 2026. Be safe out there, enjoy the next game and the playoffs. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be with you, you sleek sensations.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.